Da, 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 da. Morning, chat. Alright then. Let us play a little game. First though, let me turn my music box for you guys. Wrong music box. Okay. Hold up, stream. Okay, there we go. Right. Volume. Down. There we go. Okay. Huzzah! Okay, we had to rebirth the world, of course, but that's no concern. Because removing thorium involved us rebirthing the world. Okay, so plan is simple. Stole short. That's it. And then what we're gonna do is, where is it? Right. There we go. So let's rework a loadout, because we were gonna do mage, but we said fuck it. Decided not to. Gladiator armor is still superior. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. We might as well get coin. It's not really gonna be needed, but in fact, let's just do Scholar's Jewel. Reasonable. Yeah. We will switch to a silent build. In fact, get rid of this. I like this armor for some reason. Same with this side. In fact, yeah. Just do the, no, we won't. What's that? Double silent build? Don't mind if I do. Where is that card? There it is. Bop. I think we have it, yeah. And then Abyssal Magnet and Magluminescence. Okay, cool. Gamer. We're gonna have to redo some things, so. Would probably been a good time to do it. In fact, what we need to do. Right, okay. Seabuster going down. Yes, we will need to replace Melon. Just in case. Also, what's our hertz? FPS, whatever. 160. Okay, we need that too. 120. We're stable FPS. Cool. Works for me. In fact, probably now would be a good time, but yeah, we have XP enabled. Okay. shit. That's fantastic to start with. It is permanent, so I guess I should have expected it. In fact, just say fuck it and do this. Right. Whatever. Continue to do it slowly. Okay. Might as well. Also, I realized something important. I'm dumb. What am I missing? Nothing. Okay. Epic guitar solo. Nice. Love that. Always love Super Meat Boy music. Epic. What an epic theme. Oh, here's corruption. That's cool. So we do need it. No, we don't. We collected shadow scales. In fact, we need to catch up on bosses as soon as we can. Because we technically, in fact, we can probably just turn off XP mode for it. Because we've already done the bosses and it'd make it significantly longer to do it. So I think we will. Just for the bosses we have to redo though. One, two, three, four. Epic. This would probably been better just listen to this during a boss fight or whatever. It is one of my favorite songs. You know what? We're gonna do this just to signify where the layer is. Fuck it. More boss one music. Cringe. Mr. Wolf or Fox, whatever you are, don't get stuck in the dirt. Okay. God damn it. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, that is level, I think. Yeah, that's level. That was a water chest, actually. Hold on. There's two of them. What? away from you, that's for sure. Alright, let's do this. I think we're almost done. Yeah, we just got we should probably make the jungle arena. Because that'll be a pain to do. Oh, hello, dirty spawn. I'm not equipping you because I like Foxy Boy. If you're a light pet, I would. Even then, I like my jellyfish a lot more. Funny that we got though. I think it's hard to get on remnants. It's the amount of dirt they place. Oh well. It's mod though. It's easy to get. Alright, now we can get started on polishing. We'll just do regular wood. In fact, you know what? Where is it? Stone slabs. We'll just do that. It's cooler, plus I get fine sound when I walk over as Ori. Of course, we're not going to be playing as Ori. Actually, yes, we are. I lied. Only in hard mode. Oh well. Alright, there we go. We can place back, what are they called? This. Excuse me. It's not. Even though it kind of is, but whatever. We have catch-up day, so it's fine. Alright, we're gonna need some slab platforms. Oh, we already have them. Okay, never mind. In fact, let's just go over here. Start. Of course, casual 45 up. There we go. Hello. Welcome to stream. Para. I'll call you Para. But, welcome to stream, Para. Also, I forgot to respond to your message. I don't usually, like, it depends on, like, there's a lot of circumstances that it depends to play, like, together. First off, you probably wouldn't like playing with me because I prefer a difficulty mode, and I pick really hard difficulty. I see you play Repo? Yes, I do. But it's been hard to play. It's been hard to play with like the difficulty because I do insane challenges, and I enjoy it when I do insane challenges. And also, like this is probably gonna suck, but you're gonna have to like attend to streams or like even join the Discord and being there like constantly. It doesn't have to be streams, but you're gonna have to attend probably for at least, I don't know. Like with Terraria specifically, I think you're gonna have to attend to streams or Discord or interact almost daily. It doesn't have to be streams though, it could be Discord, it could be anything related to, not daily, you can miss days of course, but like, you basically need to be really active, like you're doing right now. You just need to continue being that active. But yeah, I'll consider it. But with Repo, I'm fine with playing, but it might be just you and I, because Nightmare has a bit, not anger, but like, what is it? Yeah, he's not good with like meeting new people, I don't think. So, you know, I'm not really good at English, so when you talk I don't understand. Please don't be mad if I can't answer you. No worries. Yeah, but it's pretty much, unless you're able to attend daily, then pretty much no. We can't play really Terraria together. And I'm not really like prepared mentally for like playing with new people. So unfortunately, unless you're attending streams Discord daily, then no, not really. I'm sorry. I apologize, but it's just saying how it is. Alright, we got things. We gotta catch up on a bunch of bosses. So thankfully we don't have a lot. We can turn this off. Let's just get King Slime done. In fact, I'm not gonna record it just because I need to stay these days, so it might be rare. Gotcha. Well, either way. As long as you're coming back at this point. God, I can't aim. In fact, this may be a better loadout to do it with. Okay, that should kill King Slime. There we go. Fisher. Playing Infernum? Yeah. And Entropy mode. But right now, we had to restart the world, so we have to, like, we have to regrind. So we're just doing boss rush until we get to our point of progression. Which I think will be, it will be Brain of Cthulhu. But for this world, probably, Eater Worlds. But yeah, once we get to Hive Mind, we can turn on Entropy mode again. Because Entropy mode is a whole new difficulty mode. So that's why we have it. That is the point of this playthrough, but since we have to catch up, because they add like defense over time. So they have a timer on when you can kill them no matter your damage. So that's why we're redoing it without Entropy until we get to the boss progression. And we need to locate Desert. So corruption's that way, so presumably... Oh, that's a cool effect, I've never seen that before. That's why I'm lagging. Hey John Peter, welcome to stream. Welcome back to stream. Yeah, we have to regrind because issues. Also, we should probably get rid of that mod. Hey stream, we'll be right back. We're gonna get rid of a mod. Because I realize it's causing some performance issues. I realized what it was. I can watch a streamer in 20 minutes because I had to sleep. No worries. Our timing is a bit weird, so don't worry about it. As long as you're checking in at this point. But yeah. If you're leaving right now, then have a good night. But, enjoy your stay as much as you can. You're always welcome. Oh, gotcha. Understood. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything about time, so... yeah. 7:22 where I live. Damn. Sorry, guys. It's weird because, like, the people that join my stream, like, I don't know why. I think my timing's weird. But I think majority of the people that join my stream, like, are always at night. And I don't know why. It's not a bad thing, of course, but it's hard for me to stream to you guys. Times never wait for me. Yeah, it's also just dependent on, like, yeah, unfortunately, it's just because how I stream, and there's no way to change schedule because I stream mostly every day, every time, so it's hard for me to change schedule when I can't really do anything about it. Alright, let's get the sword done since we found the desert. In fact, we're not gonna go with arena for this. This should be easy dubs. But yeah, I would stream at your guys' time if I could, but if I were streaming at your guys' time, it'd been the middle of the night. So, and I don't sleep. I would prefer to get sleep. Sorry, but I would if I could. Mental health is hard to take care of. I could. Wait. Yeah, suspicious sign. I don't even know what that means. Forgotten. Oh no, I think I know what it means. Just giving up. Look at the dog when he quotes things. I think it's a dog. I don't know. I might need to go now. Alright, have a good night. Saste, Para, have a good night. Sorry I can't stream at your time, but I might try to stream like later at night. I don't know. Have a good night. See ya. Thank you. I will have a good morning. Thank you. Yeah. No worries, but yeah, have a good night. Saste. I'll think about it. We got crab and eater worlds. In fact, if we want, we can just skip crab. I think we'll just do that. Just so we can get onto the new bosses. Also, guys, are you hearing music box? I don't think you guys are hearing music box. Am I dumb? Do I have to reselect every time music changes? I think I do. Okay, we can let go of music box. Sorry, guys. Apparently, you guys just... My game capture or Streamlabs just doesn't let me share it. Unfortunate. Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to play music for you guys, but apparently it doesn't even show up most of the time because every time it switches music, it just doesn't work. Sad. As far as I know. Okay. We also will need a place paladin because Hive Mind's here. We will need to kill Hive Mind. I don't really have any other paladins, so fuck it. Hiccups, Jesus. In fact, we should have... Oh god, hiccups. I guess we don't. My dad let me sleep later. Nice. Well, you can attend the stream. So, have fun. I guess, I don't really know. But yeah. Glad you can stay. I'm glad you can stay. Alright, let's get this boy done so we can just get him out of the way. In fact, this I'm tempted to just record since we actually don't have a clip of this. We have it of the brain. But whatever. How much time does this pierce? Okay, yeah. We're just gonna use disc. Alright, last phase. In fact, Infernum health bar. That is a little clutterful. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Ah, there we go. We're done. See you a million bosses. Fun because boss cook me when I play solo. Yeah. It feels great. Agreed. I can't even win against crab. Yeah, crab actually has become difficult. Like, at least for, like, people are just starting. Crab can be really difficult, actually. He used to be, like, way more easier than what he is, but now he's, like, actually a pain to kill sometimes. If I was, yeah. I actually have to build arenas for most crab fights now, so. You used to be able to just brute force it. Speaking of which, we need to actually turn on Entropy mode, and then, we got bosses. AKA have mine. Speaking of which, instantly spawn. Nice. And we're zoomed out, I know. I realize we're zoomed out. Okay. Just get straight to it. I can't aim. In fact, we're gonna reset the recording. All I did was little damage. It all depends on what you're using, to be honest. Please. Okay. Oh my god, I can aim for my life. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. Is he enraged? It seems like he's in rage. Whatever. It's in the health bar is indicating that he's in rage or something. I don't know. Where is he? What? I'm gonna try to use Upshur. I don't think he's in rage. I don't think he has any different attacks, but he is in rage. Wow, I'm getting flanked. I need to time my stealth strikes. Ooh, playing range shots? That's a good one. Oh my god, I can't aim for my life. I'm tempted to grab discs at this point. Oh my god, he had invincibility at the time I hit him. Yo, shh. Okay. Holy shit, calm down. I need to focus on just dodging. That should be fine now. Okay, focus time. In fact, I may have screwed myself over. Fuck. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I was not dodging. I apparently don't know how to. Okay. Do you have corruption in effigy? Hey, Jura. Welcome to stream. Okay, we're gonna have to wait for a assist. Can't believe I was struggling with that. Anytime now, assist. Oh, it's right there. Let's get to it. We could probably hit him twice before, if I can aim. Works. It works. Alright, see ya. See ya, Hive Mind. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm actually having a major skill issue. You know what, fuck it. Oh! I didn't see the flamethrower. Okay, rage anytime now, buddy. Hello. Can I aim for my life? Oh, I suck. Just focus. That was a little too close to comfort. Holy shit. I forget how much damage they actually do when you're not doing warding builds. Yikes, dude. Also, I think we did use our second loadout, so let's go ahead and show you that. Cool. My friend loves to play melee, I don't know why. Is it OP? Circumstances, it's like sometimes it's OP, sometimes it's not. Hard mode is when it gets powerful. That's why. Pre-hard mode, I don't think so. Well, I guess, post-hive mind it is. Like the boss we killed, as soon as you kill that boss, it gets powerful, and then throughout the whole, like, and then majority of the game, it does get very powerful after that. Pre-hard mode, nah, no bueno. I say. Hold on, chat. I'm back. Thank you for the information. Yeah, no problem. The reason melee gets powerful is because, like, most swords post-hive mind get a projectile, and they're pretty powerful. Hold me, Dad, call me to sleep. Good night. Alright, have a good night. Morning for me. But yes, have a good night. It doesn't matter. Just sleep well. Have a good night. See ya. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can get crates now, or we can just, manually farm. Which I think I'll just manually farm. Here we go. Yes, Jira, what's wrong? I see you put, in the, chat. Assuming you have a question. Ooh. Fixed size. Oh, right, okay. No, we don't need to attend to that. We're not in Fargo schools. God. Castic frog staff is annoying to get. Just want to loot this place real quick. Alright, let's skedaddle, get some feathers, other stuff like that. Let's see where the harpy spot is. Oops. I'm new at Terraria. Yeah. There's a lot to learn then. I see. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I like the game. Also, I turned off spawn rates. That was my bad. Ooh, there's the harpies. Okay. What's that? What is what? There's many things that are going on right now. So, you're gonna have to specify. The mod? Calamity? There are many mods in this, so actually you can, the Modpack link is in the description if you have questions about what mods I'm using. Oh, are you talking about when I was talking about Fargo Soul? That's a whole nother can of beans. Yeah, Fargo Soul is a different mod pack, but that one's a very difficult one and involves a lot of grinding. Yeah, but Fargo Soul is basically a completely different mod with focus on difficulty. Hey, frog. We're also gonna need one more area light slime to come across. In fact, we shouldn't risk health like this. I can't face tank that. And I can't aim, apparently. Yeah. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, well. We're gonna have to head back. Oh, hey, goblins. I didn't see you there. No wonder the thing was going off. Okay. We're gonna try spawn rates for this. Because I can just spawn the abomination since I already killed this guy. Okay. We don't have enough area light, so we should probably get a little more. There we go. Now let's go ahead and go back to space. We need to get a little more area light. In fact, there should be a cloud island somewhere. Do I need to pay in the mod or not? Oh no, it's free. Tmod is free itself. As long as you own Terraria, it's free. It's extension to Terraria. If you own Terraria, you can own Tmod. That's the rule behind it. Oops, I can't spell. Which Tmod is a modded version of Terraria. It's actually a Steam attachment. I can send you a link to Tmod if you want, the store page. Because as far as I know, it's like weird to navigate. So I'll just send. Well, actually, you can't even use the link if I send it to you because unless you're using website. But yeah, it's Tmod you're looking for. In fact, I think you can search it up in Steam in the store and it'll appear, I believe. But yeah, Tmod's pretty fun if you finish Terraria. Either way, even if you haven't finished Terraria, it's still fun to play. Anyways, we're gonna need Sky Mill for the next armor set and weapons, which are pretty good. Also, I realized I had a Sky Crate. We could just gotten the Aerolite ore now. Oops. Hold on. Well, didn't you say you own Terraria? If you own Terraria, Tmod should be free for you. If you own Terraria. If you don't own Terraria, then yeah, you will have issues with getting it. It's an extension of the base game. But if you have Terraria, it should allow you to just freely install. You shouldn't have an issue with it. Unless you're saying you don't own Terraria, then that's fine. You'll get there. Yeah. But, it's worth it. I say. And considering I have 20,000 hours on it. Don't look at my numbers. But yeah. Feather Crown is gonna be ultra good. But oh, gotcha. You're using a cracked version or something like that. Gotcha. No worries. Yeah, it's hard to come by. But Terraria doesn't cost a lot, but for people that are just wanting to get it, yeah, it may be a tough one to get. I don't know how much it's actually going for. I think it's like $20, but I don't remember. Alright, well let's get Battering Ram because Battering Ram is really fun. And I like Battering Ram, even though we're only going to use that for movement, but whatever. Also, Charge Shield is insane. We'll get rid of Skulder's Jewel for that. Same on this loadout. In fact, we're gonna get rid of loadout number 2, just because it's gonna be easier. In fact, no. We're gonna keep loadout number 2. This is good for me, so I can learn Terraria. Yeah, that's probably a good thing. Yeah, Terraria can be hard. Yeah, it's probably better if you do start vanilla Terraria because modded tends to add things, so that's probably best. If you learn best Terraria first. And it gives you like more options to understand what you can play. Alright, this is a pretty good rogue weapon. We will replace that with Aqua Shard. In fact, we'll replace that with the Amethyst Frisbee. I've never really been too fond of Turbulence unless it's Stealth Strikes, so I might use it. Whatever. But yeah, this is the reason why melee is better at this point. Windblade and such. Alright then. What else? We got Tesla potions already. I can't think of any other potion. Yeah, let's see. What else? Can we make a Theriolite right now? This looks cool. But we pretty much... Feather knives might actually be worth getting. I think I will. Personally, I like this weapon, so... I think I'll use it over Amethyst Frisbee. Just because of the explosives. But only if I'm using explosives. And boss is slow. Alright, let's get those Skyline wings. And then I think the Frisbee is better. Not Frisbee. whatever it's called. Harpy ring is better than boots because of how it works. And I do want to get a feather crown for both loadouts. But Harpy ring provides more flight time, so I'm going to use that over boots. Alright, we'll probably replace Magniluminescence, honestly. In fact, it's maybe better to remove. No, I think we just continue with Magniluminescence at this point. Well, let's see. No, it's Inspiration we're using. Inspiration significantly better. Okay. Alright, that should be a balanced loadout. In fact, I may want to go with Aerospec Vanity, because Aerospec Vanity looks insane. Except we're going to use a melee helmet. Yeah, I'm going to use Aerospec helmet as Vanity. Because the Vanity actually looks great. It's Vanity. This looks like an office? Really? Well, looks like an office. My housing? Yeah, you're not wrong. If you're talking about my housing, yeah, for certainly. I mean, yeah, for sure. Lol. You're not wrong there. Alright, let's get Queen Bee, right? We should have the summon already. Except we will... I think this is spot underground, but we're gonna make it right now. Yeah, it does look like an office. The housing is pretty crappy, but I'm not one for housing, so personally. Unfortunately, NPC happiness is not my... Oh, we can just turn this into the arena, actually. But it's not something I prioritize. Sorry, NPCs, but honestly don't care enough. Teehee. I might as well get rid of this tree. In fact, I might just say bust this place. Because of the annoying thing. Is it normal that a house looks like an office? That is a good point. I think it's normal, yeah. I really want to get rid of these platforms because they've screwed me over in the past. In fact, you know what? Cover your ears. Just kidding, I'm just gonna turn off sound. It's gonna be loud. In fact, I need to grow another palette. Yep, figured as much. Okay. FYI, we are not supposed to fight that boss yet. That's like post-hard mode, so that's those little bulbs are causing it to spawn. It usually isn't breakable, but Save Busters just overrun it. So I will just flatten it though. This ground. Plus, it allows planetary bulbs to grow, I guess. I don't know. In fact, what is happening with that? That's a vine rope. Okay. Works for me. Just finish that up. Do we want to place platforms? Probably not. It doesn't really matter as much for this fight. But it might as well. Fuck it. We'll use this for Plantera anyways. So might as well. We're gonna need rich mahogany platforms. Okay. Just put that there. Do this. In fact, we'll make some walling with the current mud we have. Because I'm too lazy to grab actual mud. Whatever. It probably looks bad. But as fucking Kermit always said, we do not care. Okay. I don't care how it's gonna look. It's gonna look funky. But I don't care. I don't care how funky it's gonna look. Thanks for trying to assassinate me with your spores. I really appreciate that. That was actually them growing, but whatever. I'm gonna say they were trying to assassinate me. Okay, 40 up. And then we're gonna make a catwalk. So fast? Yeah. Me or Plantera growing back? Both is true though. They are going pretty quick. And I'm pretty fast. Well, this is one of the bosses I hate. Is there a class on the character? Currently I'm doing Rogue, which is a mod class. But yeah, this is the class I'm playing, Rogue. We're doing a special mechanic we like to call Self Strikes, where we have to wait for a charge bar, and we can attack there, and we get special effects, like that. Also, I don't think I hit recording button. We may restart the fight from that, but whatever. I'm just gonna let it be. But yeah, we're focusing on Rogue. Self Strikes only. That's a complicated mechanic I'll explain after Queen Bee, honestly, because I need to focus here. Should be able to just, yeah, we avoided it. Nice. I love that attack that I can just avoid. It's easy attack. Okay. I lied. That was terrible. I don't like being chain hit like that. Okay. Should be free if I don't die. In fact, I should have gotten a Stealth Strike utility. Okay, careful. Well, that was close. You doing anything? Yes, you. Oh. That sucks that I have 13k. That was terrible. Okay. I panicked. So first things first, I wanted to get probably 8 coins. That will reduce usage with that bar to 25% minus requirement. I'm gonna really take the risk on this one. I'm gonna double down. Just get rid of all movement options at this point. This isn't charged, but let's just fuck it. It's not like we're focusing feathers. Even though I kinda want to. I forgot to record. How'd that not hit? That hit. Hitbox issue. I see the message. I'll read it in a second. What'd I get hit by? Okay, I didn't. Okay, did I just get hit by a loose stinger? Wow, that's terrible. Okay. Jesus crisp. That should have not taken that much attempts. Holy crap. Yikes. The NPC changing. The NPCs in. Yeah, I get what you're saying, by the way. Most of the NPCs do have new AI. It also changes. We call them AI because it is change of AI. Because that's how their coding works on movement and attacks. But yes, their AI do change. Significantly. Most enemies have a significant change in Death Mode. Infernum, not so much, but Death Mode changes everything. Infernum is an extension of Death Mode. So it combines the Death Mode mechanics and Infernum. The bosses get whole new attacks and ignore Death Mode changes. But most enemies do get a overhaul. Even if it's tiny, it's still a major overhaul. Alright. Queen Bee. But for Infernum, most of the attacks you see on bosses are its own thing. Because Infernum's focus is difficulty on bosses more than enemies. I think Infernum does change a little bit of enemies, but it's like 3 of them, I think. And they're all focused on Abyss. But yeah, they do have some significant change. I don't think we can do anything with hives. Yeah, okay, so we're just gonna go straight for Skeletron, I think. Right, yeah, Skelly Boy. Skeletron is what people like to say is the... Well, I guess it makes sense. But, is the major difficulty point, except it's not if you know how to take things slow. Extremely slow, in fact. In fact, this movement is way too much. As unnecessary as it seems, right now our current movement is way too much for Skeletron. If you play your cards right. But I know how to play my cards right, and Skeletron is my specialty. Infernum, Skeletron. He is bullet spam, but you tap. All you do is tap D and A. Majority of the fight. In fact, I'm dumb. We have a Skeletron curse, which can allow us to just summon him. If I know how to craft it. Demon Altar. Also, tracking disc would have been fantastic right now. In fact, I may get that. Yes, I think I will. We have the schematic, so might as well. If I can find it. Oh, we have to decrypt the schematic, I think. That is something I want to do. Basic decryption, there we go. Oh, but we can't because we need to kill Skeletron in the first place, so never mind, we can't. But that will be priority. As soon as we kill Skeletron. Dragon Disc is very OP. Especially if Stealth Strike's on. But let's just get started. Also, what I want to do is instead of having a second loadout, in the dash is a mod in the mod as well. The dash that I'm currently using is an extension that allows Entropy mode that we're combining right now with wherever it's called. But that dash is from Calamity add-on called Entropy. But yeah, that dash is from Calamity Entropy, which is an add-on to base Calamity, like Infernum is. So this is the Charge and Charge Shield. It is from Entropy. ENTROPY. This is an extension to things, and it also allows us to do the Entropy mode we're currently doing, paired with Infernum. Also, Entropy mode is totally worth looking at. It adds some really insane bosses, and I personally have enjoyed them. All right, let's do it. We honestly don't need focus damage here, but we might as well just spam feather knives, even though we're not going to. And honestly, the weapons from Entropy may be a little too broken at some points, because this weapon I'm currently using basically ignores the dot. That's why we're using it. Also, health. We need to wait for health. Okay, there we go. Also, I enjoy a lot of the weapons from Entropy, even if they're overpowered. We literally get a teleport, so I'm gonna focus here, chat. So I won't be able to look at chat and talk. That was terrible of me. Here's a fun fact. If I can get him to lock in. There we go. You can cheese him by doing this. Wow, what an easy cheese. Alright. That attack is cheesable. If we wanted to cheese it. I kinda wanted to do it, but whatever. I missed, wow. I missed again, wow. Careful. Oh my god, aim please, for God's sake. Holy shit, couldn't aim there. That's Jesus. In fact, no, we're gonna fight it normally. Mistake for dashing. Okay, that was a mistake for going too fast. Wow, throwing guys. I am throwing. Okay, we're done. Yo, what's up? Hey, Marble Sun. Sorry I didn't join your last stream. Don't worry about joining every stream. Like, just... You don't always have to attend. But yeah. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're a freaking viewer. I'm not, unless you're trying to, like, unless you have intentions to play with me. Even then, you're still, like, qualified. You've been here long enough. But yeah. No worries. You don't always have to attend to streams. I'm never expectant of people to join streams. I'm only expectant of people to join streams if they want to actually like play with me. If they're working towards playing with me, yeah. But unless you're just here to hang out, you know, take your time. I'm not forcing. I'm not putting you at gunpoint for this. Even then, even if you're trying to play with me, don't mind. If you don't, if it doesn't signify that you don't want to play with me or anything. It's just that you don't have the time for it. It doesn't matter. I appreciate you guys watching me and enjoy hanging out with me in the first place. So it's not my goal for people to. I'm not forcing people to always play with me. So I just appreciate your guys' company. I like Terraria, but I'm scared to paste anything. Yeah, I don't blame you. Life can be scary, but I wouldn't suggest being like I guess if you're at a low income right now, then yeah, that makes sense. But if you're getting money frequently, then I went influence to like force you to buy stuff, but I'm saying like there's no reason to fear. Like even if they're like unless you're buying something from a website, then probably yeah, fear that. Like have a little bit of fear with that. But if you're like buying something from like a trusted site like Steam, you shouldn't really need to worry. Even then, there are some things to worry about, but I doubt you're gonna run into something with Steam. Steam's very good with moderation and such. Unless we're talking about like those old games like Fallout 3, I wasn't able to run. It didn't cause a virus or anything. It's just I can't run it on the PC that I had for that, so that was unfortunate. There are some incompatibilities, but they usually tell you and verify. But I gotta go. I'm gonna eat. So when you go live, I promise I will join. But if I can't, sorry, but no worries. I'll be. Remember, I'm usually live like most days, so I'll let you guys know if I'm not live. Also, before you go, I forgot to mention. I think it was 2 days ago. But the reason I was ending stream constantly is because I was going through some shit, like mentally. Nothing happened, of course, but like I was basically having ups and downs. I might as well have OCD, so I think we have all the phenomenons for it. But yeah, I was basically having a down day. So sorry if I wasn't streaming much, and I just like quit after like not even an hour. That was just me not preparing properly. So nothing happened. We're fine. I'm just dumb. All right, let's get Bewitching Table and yeah, Bewitching Table if I can spell. And let's get a better summon because we have access to that. But yeah, have a good meal or lunch or whatever you're eating. Have a good time. Take your time. You're fine. Good to see you, by the way, Mario-san. Good. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Have a good day, night. If I don't see you again, but chances are I probably will. But that's all up to you. All right. Have a good night. / day. Anyways, we got... Oh, Mirage Mirror would have been good. In fact, I don't think we can craft it because we're lacking black box. Yeah. We're going to have to get black ink. In fact, do we have shop? No, we don't. Also, we should probably decrypt so we can get Codebreaker. Not Codebreaker, Tracking Disc. Which I really want to work towards. In fact, do we have power cells? Shite, we don't have power cells. I think we can actually just craft them, but it's easier if I just do this. We'll just place 50 of them. So we're going to need to do 49. There we go. And then I think we can craft them at free mode. I don't remember. No, we can't. Okay. Well. Alright then. We're going to wait for 2 power cells to pop up. In fact, I kind of want to check out this because this we actually haven't seen yet. Like we've seen the Shattered Fractal, but I have not seen the actual like upgrade to this. And by the way, this isn't Fractal. Well, I guess it is. But Shattered Fractal is a better concept for Fractal. In fact, I would actually like usually people want it to be endgame, but this is nice to have it like now, honestly, because it makes a lot more sense than doing it later. We should have everything for this. No, we don't. But I like this concept a lot more for some reason. I can actually use this. That's probably why I like it. But so we'll display both. So we're just gonna hold on that. This is what it does in Entropy. Pretty sick. It even shoots projectile. I didn't see that. I wonder what this does. Oh, that's... I might switch to melee, honestly. Just because of how epic that looks. I want to check it out, actually. How much damage it's going to do. If it's something broken and absurd, we're going to use it anyways because... yeah, agreed. I've never seen someone execute it like that. That's cool. Great job, Entropy. Kudos to you, dude. That's really funky. Even if it is overpowered, which it isn't, but it's still pretty nice to have. Entropy mode basically nullifies all overpowered weapons, so that's cool. But, you know what? I kind of want to see a melee loadout with this. In fact, that'll be our secondary. How about that? We do secondary as melee. If I can find the fractal, there it is. It goes to legendary too. That's epic. Because it's kind of hard to do like these swords for some reason never have really been like not never have really been, but it's kind of hard to do legendary on these like modifier wise because it's like Terraria likes to default it at whatever. Good in long range and melee, I think. Agreed. You got when your friend does I guess a melee playthrough, you should suggest Entropy to him. It's actually insanely good. I love the mod. Yeah, it's the shield and this. And yes, this scales with melee speed. So in fact, this would be a good time to do it. I personally like this weapon for movement. And yes, you can actually use it as a weapon. It's a great weapon, in fact. Alright, we gotta get light modifier for this. For the armor set. Entropy mode is pretty challenging too. So, I've already done a full Entropy playthrough, in fact. But, in fact, it was fun to... We did a challenge that we kind of failed because it's actually impossible to do. It's basically like we play it like Doom Eternal with the shotgun. You chain onto enemies and then you damage them after you chain. So that was the idea behind the thing I was gonna do, but it never ended up working because issues with. I realized a lot of the bosses will basically be immune to taking damage at all, so we had to remove that challenge. We had to quit that challenge, but. It was pretty fun overall. We got to mechs and then we were like, yeah, this is not going to be possible. Chances are, by the way, someday that will happen. Depending on what happens. In fact, it may be where we do it on Infernum. But, because it's a lot more doable on Infernum, I feel like, now that I think about it. But, well, that's also another can of beans that I struggle with. In fact, you know, that challenge may be good with... In fact, XMX would have been perfectly doable if we did that challenge still. But that's only if we did Infernum, so that's sad. We'll probably kill Clam for a little more melee speed, but yeah, we can do this if we get enough melee speed. Like, it's insane. And it increases all melee speed, so cool. In fact, we'll kill Clam now, just because we haven't done that. Does it should be very good. In fact, we have a secret weapon that we will activate. Now, I said we'd activate it hard mode, but I think we're going to activate it now. This is good. In fact, we need to make Codebreaker base before we forget. It's decryption computer. Why is my brain stuttering on this? Oh yeah, we haven't talked to whatever her face is. In fact, we froze time, so that's probably why nobody's here. Now the new NPCs I meant. Okay, where is Mechanic? There she is. Do we turn down time? Yeah, okay. Hey Mechanic, I need wires. Thank you. Also Biome Blades, cool. Why can we not make this? Didn't we? Oh, because we have to click the schematic in the first place. Right. Oh, hold on. We haven't even got it. Okay, so I guess now time is now. First though, before I forget. Is the day longer in Tmod? No, I froze time. That's why. Oh, that's a cool effect for some reason. I don't know why Elemental Die is doing that right now, but... Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks sick. Okay, so we're gonna be Spirit. In fact, you know what? Get rid of Rusty Beacon. Put this in secondary. In fact, no, we'll just... No, we won't use Rusty Beacon. We're gonna main some melee for a little bit. because I want to. In fact, hold on. Let me think about this. We have extra accessory slots specifically for modded classes. So let's figure this out. I think. Yeah. Number 4 will be Summoner, so we'll probably just do this. And then we need to move all the rogue stuff. In fact, just do this. That. In fact, if we want, we can just like leave the vanity on because it doesn't actually show up as Ori. We're also gonna put elemental dye. In fact, what I want to do is get the moonlight dye because yes, I know. We also aren't supposed to have it right now, but fuck it, it's vanity. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Also, we need to move the MelonThaLord out as well. These are all literally just vanity. The stuff we got in already. What is Summoner? Summoner is basically like, have you played World of Warcraft or anything like that? Either way, if you haven't, melee is Summoner is basically like, oh, you summon minions to kill the enemies instead of you directly hitting them. Except that used to be the case, I guess, for 1.3. But now that they have whips, it's basically like you and what army type of thing. So it's like you summon little minions to do majority of damage, and you can also use whips like this one to damage enemies. It counts as Summoner for some reason, not melee. But yeah, you can you utilize basically your summons as main source of DPS. That's what it is. Oh, so we need to reforge Skyline Wings, and we need a kill clan. So make this violent, because that will be it for melee. But yeah, it's basically, it's pretty nice to have. It's actually one of the most overpowered things in modded Calamity, at least. Well, Calamity in general. I don't know why it still is, but it's been like that for quite a while actually. So I would like them to nerf it, honestly. As mean as that is, but yeah, I think it needs to be nerfed for sure. Also, we want to get some spirit abilities. By the way, yes, this is a reference to Ori and the Blind Forest. For those who have played it, for those who haven't, don't worry about it. Like, okay, careful. I wouldn't say slavery, by the way. I'd say more like hunter and huskies. Not that sounds bad. Like a hunter ordering huskies to kill things. That's what I think of it. Also, don't take this the wrong way, but I will have to remove that last comment because YouTube doesn't like reality. So sorry, I have to get rid of it. But YouTube is mean and doesn't always like speaking in real life things, unfortunately. This is why I like Ori, by the way. We can literally dig if we didn't run into fucking desert fossils. Oh my god. We might as well get this pot broken because these drop special items. That we will not need, actually. We usually do, but not really. Why is bro Ori? Ah, you're an Ori fan? Nice. Because I can. Because I can. This is a cool mod since it's one of my favorite games. Oh! You cannot. That's my role. That. No, I'm joking. But yeah, Ori's insane, dude. I loved Ori as a youngster. In fact, I waited for Will-O-Wisp. That was one of the games I was super excited for. Will-O-Wisp was super exciting to wait for. It was the same excitement as getting Slime Rancher 2. That's a whole nother can of beans. But yeah, I love Ori and the Blind Forest. That was one of my favorite childhood games. In fact, it's not even childhood. It still is. In fact, it still is my favorite game. Like, nothing tops Ori. I mean, there are games that top Ori, but like story-wise and stuff like that, there's nothing that tops Ori. Love that game. I have that too. I'm just lame to grind. Yeah. I'm honestly, to be honest. Oh my god. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. We gotta focus for this actually. Hold on, stream. Okay, I died. We have to dig all the way down. But yeah, yeah. I don't blame you. I mainly there for story. In fact, Will-O-Wisp was the only game I actually grinded. Oh my god. Will-O-Wisp was actually the only game I grinded for at the time. Besides Lego Star Wars, we don't talk about that whole thing. The fact how much you had to grind. But no, I was there for story, both games, and the parkour. I wasn't there for the combat as much. Will-O-Wisp I was, like, felt great killing things, but mainly there for story and parkour at that point, and searching areas. I was there for peak. I was there for almost everything, dude. Like I 100% did Will-O-Wisp. I 100% did Ori and the Blind Forest. Like there was nothing I haven't 100. Okay. God damn it! I need to place Spotline before I have to walk all the way down. Shit. Sorry guys. I'm being angry. The whole thing is just peak. Oh, literally, yeah. It's also it's annoying how how much people don't pay attention to. I look on YouTube and I'm like, there's only like six people doing playthroughs. I'm like, dude, this game's fucking awesome. It's like one of the best things I've seen. In fact, I'm tempted to say it, but it may be better than Hollow Knight at that point. Some points of it, not all. But Hollow Knight and Ori are two different games. I enjoy both. I can't understand between Hollow Knight and Ori. Exactly, yeah. They're both insanely good games. Except I would like to actually redo Hollow Knight, because technically it's not for people who are just starting, honestly. And also I don't remember most of my gameplay of it, so I want to redo that someday. That is something I'm willing to redo. But yeah, Hollow Knight, and also I didn't actually finish Hollow Knight. Like that's one of the games I haven't actually finished because I got lost. Like that's a hard game for new players, honestly. Okay, I need to be careful with this fucking dash, whatever it is, like that. Yikes, dude, he is tough and. Oh, we killed him. No shit. Okay, I didn't realize we killed him. Okay, hey Adrius. Bye Adrius, I guess. No shit though. I forgot Entropy messes with things. Also, that's one of the things that fear. Dog actually is increased velocity. So I don't know. His bullets are increased velocity. So I don't know. I mean, the 112% was fucking insane. Oh yeah. Wait, which one? If you're talking about Hollow Knight, I may not be as experienced as most people. Because honestly, I didn't get far in Hollow Knight because I kind of failed to understand it and such. If you're talking about Ori, I think I do remember a little bit of that. Like something similar to that, I meant. There was something similar. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, that sword is cool. Agreed. Entropy, this is an upgrade to... Oh my god, do we have another upgrade? Pog? But this is supposed to be Fractal if it was actually cool. Like, I like the visuals of Fractal and Vanilla, but you can't really use it. It's an endgame weapon. Like, this is one of the things. I mean, Hollow Knight, like the God's Home. Yeah, I actually have seen people do that. Specifically, what's his name? What's Scurry? I've seen Scurry do it. And that's about it. And I barely watched that video, so I might as well have not. But yeah, I'm gonna get into Hollow Knight. As soon as I have money for that, that is one of the things on my wish list. I have a bunch of things on wish list, in fact. In fact, I don't think I have it on wish list, in fact. So I should probably have that right now. That's supposed to be on wish list. I just get sidetracked a lot. Let me just add that to wish list real quick. I already have 5 games on wish list. Like Valdium, Elder Scrolls, Catgenics, and Hollow Knight. Which Mugenics is insane. Do you know Core Keeper? So first I'm gonna answer your girl Tara's question. Not judging, just curious. Why are you playing in Journey mode? You can judge first off. I don't mind if you judge. Of course, just expect a counterpoint. Because I need to reduce grind on things. And I have a lot of playthroughs and just it's easier to grind on. Also to mention the fact that like I technically have 7 playthroughs, not 7. 2 to 3 playthroughs right now because I play with Spirit. That's also in Journey mode, and I play with Melon. Melon's pending because I don't know what's going on with him. He probably just doesn't have interest in Terraria right now, but I'm still trying to play with him. And then Cloud and Nightmare, technically. Nightmare will get us, I'm trying to convince him to do a playthrough, and then I do have a few other playthroughs with collabs with other YouTubers. Core Keeper, It's a low-key, a top-down, insanely underrated survival game. Isn't Core Keeper the one with the, like, the skeleton as a logo and having a great, what was it called? That shovel, grave digger shovel or something like that? Isn't that Core Keeper, or is Core Keeper the one? In fact, you know what? I'm gonna search it up. Oh. Oh, is this? Why does this seem familiar? I think I might know what you're talking about. You know what? I'll put it on wishlist, just so you guys, if it's cost money, I will put it on wishlist. That actually does look interesting, but don't expect me to play it. Is it something like Stardew Valley? Oh, it looks like Stardew Valley if it was focused on combat. That's cool. I'll put that in wishlist, just for the heck of it. That actually does look cool. So is it roguelike? I wonder if it's roguelike. Open world survival sandbox. Oh, cool. Is there bosses? If there's bosses, I'll play it for sure. Cause like if there's bosses, I'll look into it. Cause I'm not good at like survival games that are like no focus on bosses, honestly, because it's kind of hard for me to focus, and you know my brain goes 3 different directions at once. So it would be kind of hard for me to play if there wasn't bosses. Also, why can we not make decryption computer? We need schematic. That's right. Is it Stardew Valley Caves in Terraria? I can. Oh, that. Yeah, I'll try that. Sure. Oh, bosses are sick AF. Okay, yeah, for sure. If I get, once I get, in fact, I may top prioritize that. I kind of am. You got my attention, so I will look at it. If I get money, which won't be anytime soon, but if I get money, that will probably be top priority. Honestly, I hate to say this, by the way, Ori is gonna be last priority. As much as I do want to stream Ori again, 100% it, once again, but since I have already played it, I may not do it. Also, do you guys want me to read lore every time, like the schematic lore? Yeah, but Ori, as much as I did enjoy, I should probably prioritize games I haven't played. Speedrun? I could do that for Ori. Yeah, that seems reasonable. But that'll be the last priority, because I have actually already done Ori. I'll either 100% it, or speedrun, or both, in fact. I mean, we could say fuck it and just do both. But I'll have to practice that. I'm not very, like 100%ing speedrun, sure, why not? But not, maybe not 100%ing first try, like first thing we do. It'll probably just be speedrun, or in fact, probably a casual playthrough for the start, just because I haven't played Ori in quite a long time. I mean, it's probably only been a year, but that still does mess with my, whatever it's called, muscle memory, so we'll probably start off with a casual playthrough. In fact, you know what? I think I don't remember what difficulty I did, so in fact, we'll do max difficulty when we do play it. It has a lot of cool gear, bosses, and much more. Sure. Is it progression based? Even if it's not, I will play it. That will actually be top priority. Right, we need power cells. But, yeah, I'm interested. That seems like a cool game, actually. But I do wonder if it has progressive difficulty like Terraria. Presumably it does. Even if it doesn't, I'm there for the bosses. What does that really mean? You know how like in Terraria, if you get like gear, there's new enemies, or the bosses can still like enemies in vanilla Terraria at least can still really fuck you up, even if you have like post-MelonThaLord gear. Yeah, that's progressive difficulty. They like get more health and damage based off of your current state of progression. So if it has something like that, then that would make it even more incredible. And I wonder if it has difficulty modes. If it does, we're going for max difficulty. Yep, I'm evil. We're just gonna do max difficulty straight off the bat. Because you only play the game the first time for once. No, but new areas you get cooked. Oh boy. Yeah, so that seems fun. And if it has difficulty levels, You know what we're doing. Max difficulty. Straight off the bat. No doubt. Okay, we're gonna get tracking discs for wall flash probably. And probably, what's his face? Can I craft? Okay. Slime God. In fact, no, we'll probably just try to use melee for the rest. In fact, now would be a good time. This guy sells a literal homing option for every rogue weapon which is overpowered. We're gonna get rid of that. Yeah, it has hard. Nice. It has hard mode. Gaming. We'll just go straight for that then. That's what we'll start off with. Also, battering ram can probably put in middle slot instead of doing this, and then we can do Rusty Beacon Prototype or some sort of sentry. In fact, we'll just do a Rusty Beacon Prototype. Shouldn't mess with anything. You sure that's kind of a... Well, here's the thing. I do agree. If it gets bad to the point where, like, I am struggling, like, massively, then yeah. But, you can only, like, the thing is, you can only play a game once. Like, play it for the first time once. So, might as well just have as much pain as possible. And that's how I like in my games. I like pain. So, if it gets bad to the point where I'm actually crashing, then yeah, we can turn it down. But, again, still, you can only play a game once. Also, I think we're going to risk it with grabbing ale for melee. Because it's not that significant difference, but it can be at some points. But I'm going to risk it for that biscuit. We're going to get ale. We'll need it eventually anyways, so. But yeah, you can only play a game once, so sure. I'm down for it. Also, do we have enough for deer thing? If not, we're just, well, no, it has homing. Might as well. We haven't located the snow, and I just want to get 2 hard nerd at this point, so let's just do it. Overload sledge. Okay. Also, we got Bewitching Table. Is there someone we should probably get? In standard, you have like 200 HP in new areas. Boom, 50 damage on synthesize in early game. You just get more GP, HP. Yeah, but again, maximize. Might as well just say. I might as well just try to play the game to its fullest at the first start. I mean, if you think about it, if I do enjoy like a lot of it to the point where I replay it, chances are I'll probably do like some modded, or if it has mod, or if not, we'll do a speedrun or something. Or low percent or something like that. Not low percent. There probably doesn't exist. But something challenging, if we think it's necessary. Also, I kind of want to do horn staff, but now that we don't have enchantment, I may not use it. In fact, I don't know if I want to get B-Pack, just to empower or something. So we're just going to do Flesh of Indelphi, because that's a pretty good summon. In fact, no. Valfeeder's insane. I like Valfeeder. But it needs to fucking catch up and actually work well. So I'm going to actually go with Flesh of Indelphi. In fact, yeah. Let's give Flesh of Indelphi. Bro, what's up with the Hollow Knight community? Don't know. I mean, you are good in dodging? Yeah. It probably well, yeah, you're not wrong. Like, of course I'm self-promoting, but like, you're not wrong. I saw I mean, what community doesn't have that at that point? I mean, even Terraria has, well, Calamity. Even Vanilla Terraria, fuck it. Like, Vanilla Terraria is just weird. Like, any community will have a Smash or Pass thing. Of course I'm not down for it, but like, it's just weird, man. What are people? Alright, let's go ahead and fuck up Overload Sludge. So, we're gonna have to be smart. Okay. Alright, we gotta zoom out. Because bugs. Red one takes more damage. I think. Yeah, that should be correct. We're about to die already. I think we need a movement build here. But red takes more damage, so I think we'll focus purple, red's out. We'll just focus red for a little bit. But yeah, red will be last one we kill. Are you gonna attack, buddy? I think. Okay. Focus purple. Yikes. Yeah, I see that as not. Hold on. I'll read chat in a second. Just let me kill this boss. If I can. Yeah, okay. Why is he bugged? Fuck. Oh, we killed him at the same time, imagine. That was weird. Whatever. Do you think we're eating projectile count? Doesn't seem that way. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Sick weapon though. I love it. Take the risk. Can you die, sir? Ma'am? Bingo. Oh, we had battering ram we could have used. Also, we had guaranteed homing and stealth strike, so. Hold on. I'm almost ready. Just let me review my stuff because I have to for video purpose. In fact, we don't need this to be favorited. It's not necessary. Can't wait to get my built-in dash. Oh, the nurse. Yeah, I see it now that way. I'm not that crazy. I am. I'll probably adapt quickly. Like it's no biggie. No biggie. Overload sludge. I don't know why. It's slime god. Also, I'm one of those crazy people who like difficulty. Heavy difficulty. Especially off the start. I just don't like difficulty where you get like, I don't know, soft locked. Like constantly. Like that's one of the things I don't like. But even then, I can bear for it. It allows me to learn a lot. It does allow me to learn. Okay, we need probably treasure bags. Oops. Right. Modded. There we go. Also, we probably will stop doing no hits. Fun fact. When is Ultra Kill update? Fun fact. When is GTA 6 coming out? I think it was actually 7, but what the fuck ever. I may have messed up the joke. But yeah, but anyways, Spirit and I may not do the no hits anymore just because we're having issues. Like I've been looking over the clips, we're having issues with like 2099 literally. No, I think it's actually gonna be 3000. But yeah. But we are having difficulties with no hits because I'm looking over the clips and Spirit is dying so much that it's not like I'm saying like skill issue, but I'm saying like it wouldn't be as enjoyable for me to be the one no hitting, basically. Like majority is him dying to running away. So what we planned, what I told Spirit is I may be Poltergeist and either he holds on to me as Poltergeist, one of us is Poltergeist, he holds on to me as Poltergeist, because Poltergeist you can possess each other and basically prioritize the one that's being possessed hitbox over the one that's possessing you. In a way, basically, it'll be like a switch out thing. But I may have it where he's possessing me or I'm possessing him. It's one of those two things that are going to happen, so the no hit will probably be a bit wonky for now on. But Spear hasn't responded, so I don't know yet. Also, let's get Law-Proof Tackle Box for my fishing loadout. In fact, we can stack it. As if we're not overpowered on fishing enough. But yeah, so we're gonna have to like readjust no hits basically. Especially since they're technically not no hits since we are using revives, but it doesn't matter. I'm not like too mad about it. Like I'm not mad about it at all, but I'm saying like I'm not worried about it. Also, this is a fishing loadout item. Let's get Honeydew because Honeydew is actually insane in this mode. In fact, I feel like it might be like at least for what's his face. So Ambrosian would be good for Cruiser. So let's get Honeydew now because that's actually insane. In fact, I think I will trade in some melee speed. Let's see which one we want to get rid of. 10% melee. Like it's between the. In fact, let's just double down and do Harping. I don't mind. It's not like we're really gonna have issues with it. The game looks fine, but sadly it's paid in Play Store. It's paid everywhere. Bro, is there a way to download this? Nope. No, sir. I mean, I guess you can hack it in or something. I don't know, but I would not suggest that. That is a dangerous thing to do. But no, there isn't really a way for it to be free. Never has been, unfortunately. So, I mean, it makes sense. They have to make money somehow. At least they're not. Hey, at least they're not like forcing you to pay for cosmetics or something like that, like Epic Mickey was doing. So, cringe, by the way. Epic Mickey cringe. Epic Mickey rebrushed, at least. You had to pay for cosmetics. Some of them. But pretty cringe, though. Epic Mickey. Come on. Oh, by the way, I sub because I like this game? Yeah. I don't expect you to sub. You don't always have to sub, but yes, it is welcome. Also, we need to take this off when we're looking at the schematics to decrypt. So we can get rid of this. Second, I don't think... Is there anything else that I can utilize? Probably statics, armor. We'll need it eventually anyways. And we can just brute force, what's his face? Wall flesh. Also, you guys want to see funny pink box? Here we go, funny pink box. Don't you like being a pink box? I do. I love equipping the pink box. That's an issue with whatever it's called. Weapon out. Advanced weapon out mod. So. But yeah, we get pink box. Isn't it silly? Isn't it funny? Aren't you laughing? I'm laughing. Laugh, damn it. Alright, let's get Murasama and then Knight's Edge. Just to have it at this point. And then I also do want to get a debuff item, which will be, where is it? There it is, Magma Stone. And we will replace the glove, probably. In fact, is survivability really worth it? No, actually, just get rid of shield. That I'm fine with. And then we'll equip boots. Instead of doing what we just did. In fact, we can get a mimic now, so might as well. We're technically not supposed to have this, but fuck you. I'm gonna have it. Also, Feral Claws, that's what we want. I'm gonna kill mimic. Oh. I think it has to be night. Nope, I just can't use it. Okay, thank God. Thank you. Thank God they're smarter than that. Okay, cool. We cannot make Obsidian Bridge because, you know, whatever it's called. Issues with Profane Arena. By the way, are you on PC? Yes. Yes, I am. Oops, I'm dumb. But yes, we're PC. Mobile would have been hard to support this much mods, honestly. It's funny though how that is actually like somehow it works. So I'm not sure how. Rich dude. I would not say that, but I guess in a way. Let's fuck this guy up. Also, it probably would have been better. Never mind. You got Sagel armor, but whatever. We're nuking him. It's fine. It's not like it's gonna be much of an issue. It might actually be an issue. I don't think no, I got it. This shouldn't be much of an issue. Okay. Okay, stop. We're getting Sax armor, and we're also gonna get our jump. Because that's probably what's causing the issue. Because, I'm not... In fact, one dual balloons would have been better. And we also need a rogue load up. Wow, that sucked. Also, we are not rich. We barely managed to get this computer, in fact. So. No, we are not. Let's get double jump, because this is like the only time it's actually useful. Most of the times it messes me up, actually, but we're gonna take a risk. 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, dude, this game is amazing. Then Minecraft. Then Minecraft isn't multiplayer. Minecraft is hard on multiplayer, but yes, it is. It all depends on which like device you're playing on. But Terraria is massively multiplayer. Yes. Okay, now that we got rid of that, I mean, that's not massively multiplayer. In fact, that's hard to come by on multiplayer, but it is. Yeah, multiplayer is really buggy, but it does work. Like, it depends on your mods in general, so. But yeah, it does work, but it's like, it's kind of hard to work with. Also, I might want to actually get charge and charge. Whatever. Okay, what else do we want? Probably Mirage Mirror. Let's go ahead and just farm for that now. We just need an eye banner. So what we're gonna do is change the night, freeze time, and just spam spawn rate. In fact, we can stack it. We don't actually. We're not gonna use that spawn rate manipulator. We got other things available to us. So we got water candle, peace candle. I don't think we have any of them. We don't. Okay. We should have spawn rate manipulator. Hopefully. Nope. We are missing battle. Okay. That should work. And then also. Why are these not favorited? Water candle, hello? Okay, there it is, and then we need battle. Right, yeah. There we go. Yeah, cool. Let's jump spawn rate to 50. But yeah, it's good on, it's decently good on multiplayer. It's not the best. Like, there are some bugs. Depends on the mod, of course, but yeah, it does work. Also, this is a good time for Big Suck Potion, but we're just farming the banner at this point, so it should be fine. Can't wait to get my Stomp and, whatever it's called. Oh, Dogtooth Insane, actually. But I can't wait to get Stomp and Dash for Ori. Because Ori has their own, like, Stomp and Dash. In fact, it's one of the most broken things. Post, whatever it's called. Right. Get rid of the charge and charge for this. We don't need it as much of a wall. Did we get an eye banner? No. Okay. We'll get it soon. Speaking of which, we're done here. Let's just kill the rest of the enemies, get a big suck potion, because we can actually do that now, so we have a easier way to get it though. In fact, I think it's 5, so we're gonna have to get 500. That works. In fact, we have not located the shimmer. Right, let's get that right now. We've done it in the other world, but not this world. Also, we should probably head to the dungeon. Whatever. Alright, cool. And down we go. Also, why the hell am I zoomed out? That's weird. Oh, Slime God, that's right, he bugged. Without a zoom, same with Theater Worlds. Except Theater Worlds, I think, has been fixed. Oh, that's ridiculous. Okay. By the way, do you like dark fantasy games? Depends on what it is. But yeah, somewhat. Binding of Isaac is I guess a dark fantasy game. In a way. But dark for sure, but fantasy I don't know. But yeah, I do like, depends on how it's played and the genre of it and the gameplay. But yeah, I do like dark humor. I do like games like that. Dark fantasy is pretty good. Let's get some big suck potions so we can eat the world. Which makes no sense, but whatever. And let's get Mirage Mirror. If I can. Right. Also, I might want to get Ink Bomb. Ink Bomb's pretty insane, but... I may just wait on Ink Bomb. We probably don't need coin to send anymore. And then let's head back. There's a Blasphemous. It's 2D in game. You should try it. It's paid, but you can get it for free on browser. Too many games on my... Honestly, well, I'll look at it. I'll probably just buy it, but... I'll look at it. Why does that sound familiar, though? Oh, I may know this. Oh, isn't this... Nah. If I'm gonna play this, I might as well play Notia. But, it was a good suggestion, but nah. No thank you. Probably not something I'm too interested in. Alright, let's do this. Wall flash, here we go. fact, we're gonna switch to rogue for this. Oh my god, really? I got hit by a laser. Yikes. In fact, this would have been a great time for armor penetration. Whatever. This may be a little too much movement, honestly. Oh god. Fuck spikes. Okay, yeah, this is a little too much movement. So, first things first. Hi. What the fuck? I five clicked it. Spirit. Get rid of this. In fact, I might get rid of the armor, but I don't think it's necessary. Second, we're gonna get rid of ale. Like, it's nice to have. In fact, no. It's only off by 2 defense. It's fine. And then we're gonna get rid of stack armor. Honestly. It's way too hard to use for me. We're gonna do aerospec. Well, in fact, I may just do sulfuric armor, but yeah. We're gonna do gladiator. Just because that armor knockback is pretty good. Knockback immunity is insane, so. In fact, we may go to the dungeon, probably. Just to get advantage of, like, other weapons and shit. But I don't know. But yeah, we might head to the dungeon. In fact, that would have been probably a better idea than what we're currently doing. So let's go ahead and do that. In fact, let's get... I'm tempted to get Counterscarf, but I'm not going to. No, actually, I was thinking we get Charge and Charge, but I think Counterscarf will be better for this. So let's do that. This needs to be silent. We're gonna get rid of probably the homing. In fact, we'll think about it because there should be a better weapon. And then we'll also get a violent version of this and get rid of probably... So the difference, like, I don't know if this is better because they're 2 different types of features. So let's see. Melee speed, 143. 129. Both 129. But I think we'll go with the card, see if it does anything other beneficial. Okay. Alright, that should allow us to dash and probably avoid the lasers better in second phase, because they still do a lot of damage. And then I might want to build a Hellvator, Incavator, whatever it's called, like explode with City Busters, so we might do that, but probably not. Also, I forgot to get rid of this. Also, this would be a good time to get Shell Phone. In fact, do that. We should have it. We should, yeah, there's one gold key. Also, I realize we may actually have to use Charge and Charge. Because I realize our dash is too quick. Like, our movement is too quick. So we're gonna pop this instead. So we're gonna have to wait on both sides. So we'll just start with this. We need keys, that's right. Hey, Brownos. Bone wand. Cool. Is that enough keys? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. We're done here. Let's open those crates. Actually, we're not done here because we never got the crates. Whoops. Also, did we freeze time? We did. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna need to teleport back. Okay, we're gonna have to... What are we doing? Fishing. That's right. Yeah, we can't mount this. That's right. So we're gonna have to do it annoyingly. In fact, you know what? Instead of that, we'll just cover a room. We'll just eat a room. By doing this. We can build in it still, thankfully. So we can actually use Hoigs if we wanted to get past things. So, that's silly. Unless, you know what? Maybe they thought of that. Doesn't matter. That should be good. Switch to our fishing loadout. Should be load number 5. There we go. Sorry, loud noise. Okay, that should be good. Cool. I think I will get rid of Flesh of Delphi for probably Eye of Night. In fact, we can't even make that. We're gonna have to farm, so we'll just get something else. Probably Valve Feeder, in fact. That should be easy to utilize. So we're gonna replace this. Do that. And I wonder what summons are doing good right now. Also, this is a fun item. I like this. I don't remember what it does, but it's cool because it is a Brain World reference. We could use this. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, this is where armor penetration would have been insane. So we'll definitely get this. So get this. Make that flawless. And this will be for our last phase. In fact, we need to charge. And then what else? Oh, we never opened the crates. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, we have Sulfuric crates open. Oh, I forgot we have herring stuff. Okay, let's get that. And let's open the crate and the obsidian crate. Cool. But the main thing we want is probably herring staff. And then I don't know if the rogue weapon is worth it. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use it. It could be good. Let's go ahead and take the risk. Also, that's the wrong reforge. I'll try using it. But now we need herring staff. That's pretty insane of a weapon for wolf flesh, especially. And then we should be ready. In fact, this is where we will equip homing. So let's just get rid of Mirage Mirror. That I'm fine with getting rid of. Okay, anyways. Let's start off. Here we go. Fuck you all. Oh, I got hit by a head. That's bad. That was terrible. My time to do it. Even though it could be worse, but whatever. Fuck it. Just grab it now. In fact, I may have screwed myself before. Fine, we're fine. Oh my god, no, this is shitting. Is working. God damn it. This I can do, sort of. Damn it, I had to take the risk. Well, there goes adrenaline, I guess. Oh god. I don't know why I risked that. That was dumb of me. You can't even take health. Don't throw. Oh my god, we did. Holy shit. GG. GG. For sure. Holy shit. Also, we're doing the wrong reforges on melee. Holy shit, that was terrible. GG. GG for sure. flesh. Infernum Entropy. Welcome to hard mode. Here we go. Down the rabbit hole we go. Well, for Fox's sake, it's down the rabbit hole we go. Did I end the recording? Yeah, I did. Get the fuck home. Turn off the ring. Get a demon heart. Let's just get straight to it. In fact, wonder how it looks over here. Oh, that looks epic on Ori. Epic. Well, welcome to hard mode. Also, we should probably record this properly. Oh, and I gotta mute for this.
Still trying to get through to you.
We're back. Just to prevent replays, I'm gonna go ahead and reload the world and also to save. But yeah, welcome to hard mode. This is upgradable now. Let's do it. We're gonna need Aftershock and Endothermic Claymore. That should be relatively easy to get. Let's talk to NPCs first. Crystal Ball. I will take that for storage and for just general use. Also, we can get bars. Enemy. Great sympathy. Everybody wants me an enemy. Okay. Honestly, I don't think we have any crates that we can get bars from, so we're gonna have to fish. But first, we have a bunch of NPCs to talk to. 1 second. Yeah. Oops. We're gonna world warp all over the world just so we can have access to things. Just so we can have access to fishing. Also, we have better flask options now. And if I die, I think I will. Well, no, stack to die. Cool. But we're just gonna hide the whatever it's called. Oops. Okay, cool. And we might as well get this stuff figured out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Except, no. Bop. This allows, by the way, doing Defy Die on this allows it to make the sparks invisible. So that's why we're doing it. Okay, clothier. Die Trader, we just talked to him already. This guy. Adrius, we actually never talked to Adrius, in fact. Anything else? Stylist, Rogue. Nope. You, for sure. Actually, we should probably farm that now. Soaring. And probably... Also, we want Life Force. Yeah. Okay. Life Force. Operator, do you have shit for me? Probably. Well, yeah, he does. World Warper is first one. And then we also have some spirit upgrades as soon as we get souls. We'll focus that in a minute. I do want to take time and get Voidstone now, because there's a funny looking weapon that I like. We can either farm for it via enemy, or we can just mine it, which would have been easier. Alright, we're gonna do Flask of Curse Inferno, so probably actually just get rid of Poison and Fire. Poison, yeah, we'll just get rid of that. That will be replaced with Venom. Also, you are important. I wanna put you in the Hollow. In fact, yeah, we did pop that. This will be done. And we're gonna talk to Squirrel, get a wizard. Hey, buddy. And then we're gonna suppose we're oh, beautiful shot. Okay, we're gonna get Raw Discord. Pop. Beautiful. And we should have a better hotkey for it, so. Also, let's get a Hellstone bug net. And before we leave, I actually want to fish up here. So. Frog can be any faster. Okay. In fact, instead of doing gold, well, no, we'll do gold worms. Sorry for the loud noises. In fact, we already have enough crates. Let's head to the corruption now. In fact, this is Astral. I do actually want to fish here, so might as well. Anything else we want? Nope. Okay, cool. There's a rogue weapon, technically. We're gonna have to... Oh, everything's... Okay, that's a problem, actually. Unless... Hey, can we not have Astral? Could we just have a Crimson area? We may have Astral door. Nope, we're fine. Except we're not, because now there's Hollowed right here. Okay. Unfortunately, we might have to make our own biome. In fact, we're gonna have to get Val Powder. So we can actually spread the corruption / crimson. Okay. I'm just gonna spam this until it becomes corruption, I guess. Works for me. Also, there's that item I need to get from here, so might as well. Water buckets. Where? Okay. We're just gonna do it like this. That'll do. Right, we already have a fishing rod out. Fish night, please, thank you. Bop. Bop. Okay, cool. We'll get the rogue weapon later, because I don't want to farm for it. Okay, there. We have some warrior upgrades to get. So let's get the anvil first, though. And the forge. Okay. We're gonna need Demon Altar for this area. In fact, let's get Elemental Assembler. That should be a good time to get it. Don't forget Ori upgrades though. What is this? Teapot we're gonna need. Oh, and that's all. Okay, well, we're done. We can get rid of Hellforge, Stinker's Warcraft Sky Mill, Demon Altar, Emblem Station, and that should be it. In fact, we'll just put this as a second. and we put crystal ball, anvil, forge, and spear orb. We'll probably do the same for this. So let's see. We got elemental symbler, crystal ball, forge, and spear orb. And then hellforge. Not hellforge, crystal ball. There we go. That should fit that. Okay, cool. What weapons? Probably get Castic Edge, whatever it's called. And then we can also work towards our weapon now. But for now, actually, we'll just spam this. We got Grand Jelly, Scarf, Hellfire Trends, I will take, and Power Glove. So get a violent version of that. Bop. And probably get yeah, Grand Jelly. I'll take that for now. And then we also want Hellfire Trends. 2 of them. Make this silent. Go here. Place that. We still need to farm for endothermic claymore and a few other things. Okay. I don't really know of anything else to grab. Maybe this. But yeah. Radiant Ooze I might take. Again, it's hard to go by the regen though. So I guess what we'll do is, for Rogue, I guess we just grab Mirage Mirror. And we also want to get armor, so we're gonna head to the Astral. Should be right here. Cool. Also, actually, no, before we do that, just get spirit upgrades now. Triple jump we'll worry about later. Enhanced burrow, yes. Like we're never gonna use the extra thing. Bash is insane. Okay, yeah, mouse 2 is the button. Okay. So this might be where I have to put the thing away. Stomp is gonna be insane. Glide, not too worried about. Charge, dash, whatever it's called. Then we can get rid of Aztec Shield, as charging shield, whatever it's called. Because now we have a special dash. And then also we need to get this out of this slot. Cool. Alright, it won't be very powerful right now, but it's better than nothing. We can still dodge projectiles and enemies, so might as well. And then we got Stomp, so we need to get rid of the Mount Keybind. So we can do this. In fact, fuck it. No, actually, what we're gonna do instead is I like this die. For this, I may keep it, but whatever. Alright, we have a dash now, and a stomp, and a bash. So, if we need a bash off of enemies, we can. Alright, now let's get the armor. In fact, we are going to have to do it right here. Also, this is important. Alright, let's switch to melee loadout and farm. Oh, oops, I did not mean to have right click on. That's not a good idea. Just farm, actually. We may die to Astral Infection, actually. In fact, let's stand out here. Good. Hey, buddies, you guys need to die. Kill one at least. Thank you. That should be enough. Okay, calm down, calm down, calm down. I guess we're clearing out these enemies. Oh shit. Hey Atlas is you're gonna need to die. I don't know why I'm doing true melee with them. Holy crap, I'm done. Okay. Boom. Alright, now that we've done that, we can might as well get Comet Shard. Yeah. Sure, why not? Also, Life Fruit would have been great. But first armor. Also, we could have gotten Signage armor. That would have been smart. Well. Also, let's just get frost armor real quick before we forget anything. We already forgot a bunch of things, so whatever. I don't think there's any more reforges. Yep. Let's get temple key, just for the heck of it. And also this. Pop. But now we need to get the incorrect amount of light, reforges, whatever. Where is it? There it is. 1, 2, 3. Hit to melee. Oh my god, I just applied a second one to the same thing. And let's grab a temple key, head to the temple, because I should know where it is in a second. Should be easy to locate as soon as we get this item. Oops. In fact, before we use this item, just in case it crashes, I'm gonna go ahead and save and exit. Because we just did a lot of things, so I don't want to lose that. We did it in a quick session too, so that would guarantee we'd lose it. Alright, cool. Temple is right there. In fact, we already knew where the temple was, so I'm just gonna do this. Okay, first one down, second one down. Let's farm for life roots, because we only need one, so might as well. If we want, we can fight Ravager, by the way. That's if we wanted to. We don't. We're gonna need a singular life root. There it is. Okay. And also, I forgot to do something. That. We're gonna get the death fruit, just so we can speedrun life fruit. Boom. Now we'll switch up fruit. That's not fruit. Okay, just deposit that. That should get us a stack. Yep, there we go. Take an Aegis fruit and eat this. Cool. And now we get the weapon. Yeah. So Aftershock is gonna be a pain to get. That's for sure. In fact, no, let's just, before we start grinding this stuff, let's go ahead and kill Frost Golem. Just so we can get the thing. So Ice Biome's actually over here. So cool. Let's do this for now until we encounter him. There he is. I don't even know where he went. Right, you can't check him out for this. Where are you, buddy? Probably down there. That's gotta be my guess. Where? Huh? Okay. I really hope I can find this in time. Oh, hello. In fact, fuck you. That should allow us to just fight it naturally now, with a summon, so. Where's Deviant? There it is. Also, we got Power Glove, correct. Also, let's replace some things. First thing we can do is replace, there's something I wanted to get for melee, first off. Second, Magma Stone, I think it was. Make that, violent. And then we're gonna get a, what do we get rid of in this one? We might as well just grab coin descent because we can upgrade that now. Also, didn't I just get rid of rain? Okay. Now let's fight some frost golems. In fact, let's see if there's any better rogue weapons. This could be good. Definitely deceased water, that's for sure. Could be good. I will need to kill Crab, or whatever his name is, Clam, for the other item. What it's called. For Prismalite, so we'll do that soon. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't know why I started recording that. Excuse me. There we go. Definitely our damage build. So far. Melee should get better, hopefully. fact, what I may do instead of flight is may just do defense, but whatever. It isn't as valuable, honestly. So do this. There we go. We have a bunch of debuffs now. Cool. We should have Magma Stone, Curse Inferno, and Philosopher. Cool. Let's get that summon item for the clam. So it should be Moose Can. Cool. Honestly, I might build a full-on arena for this because it's gonna be a lot more painful. But for now, we'll just clear out these like stones. Works for me. I might place platforms actually. Yeah, I think I will. That should work for me. And then let's fight this first before we do anything. Cool. We're not gonna count this as a boss montage, I guess. In fact, I may want to zoom out for this right before Impending Doom, like that. Oh right, I forgot about this. Careful. What? That didn't. Okay. Yeah, I think I will turn off extreme mode just because of how fast the stomps are. Make it like really weird. I don't know why. Because of how fast projectiles get in the stomps, so might as well. And I'm not in the mood for that. This will be way easier. This is a main boss anyway, it's not like we're recording it. Okay, really? Okay. Thank you. Alright, let's... we can't actually head back yet. So we can enable edge free again. What we need to do is kill some clams. Avoid that clam though. I'm scared. Whatever. Hope it doesn't trigger. Can I get Claymore, please? I think yeah, for as much. In fact, isn't there a way to anti-summon clams? But whatever. Oh, it's blind English when you kill them. And we got it. Okay. And what we're gonna do next is head down here. This should be a spawn point for Earth Elementals. I hope. In fact, that's a rumor. That's terrible. You know what? I think it'll be easier if we go up here. It'll work from. Put elemental anywhere. Hey, all good. There's Earth Elemental. I didn't get it. What? Oh, it's a mimic. Okay. I was trying to figure out what the fuck. What? What? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. If I switch slowdown, but whatever. Hey, can I get Earth Elemental, please? So easily get the item. Okay, we got it. We're done here. Alright, we can upgrade our weapon now. Cool. Oh, that's epic. That's pretty epic, honestly. Alright, looking great. Insane. Okay, well, I think we have a weapon now. Let's just go for it. Queen's time. In fact, no. We'll get Fabsol's VOD before we do anything. Hold that for now. Speed up time. And let's get alcohol. And also get rid of ale. Okay, and then we're gonna get rum, whiskey, and Fabsol's VOD, and then candles. Also potion upgrades would be great. To our current wins. Okay, get rid of these two. It's time to upgrade Spirit Orb. Defocused, and then there's probably a better summon right now. Like, actually, yeah, there is. We'll get Blossom. There it is. Blossom should definitely do. You shouldn't take a minion slot. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Now that we got Mollusk Husk, we should be able to make the OP weapon, which is this. Cool. And then what else? Deep Diver might be nice, but yeah. Let's take the risk and say no Deep Diver. We're gonna get just so we have it if we do need to grab it. And then Scarf would have been great. So let's switch to this loadout, put this right here, and let's get Scarf. In fact, I'm very tempted to just say, get one of the summons, get one of the dashes. In fact, I think I will. It's between Deep Dive. Yeah, I think I'll just do Evasion Scarf. In fact, I may just get rid of this. Yeah, I think I will. Instead of doing, except is it gonna be too quick? It is. So it's better off just doing Deep Diver then. And also, let's get that Magma Stone, whatever it's called. In fact, no, we'll do Confused. No, it won't. This is like way too broken though. Whatever. No, we'll just do Magma Stone. It's so hard to decide though. We'll hold on to it just in case we want it. We're gonna need Deep Diver. Coin Descent, and then we'll replace Mirage Mirror after we get the item. So we're gonna need a Adamantite pick. Boom. In fact, I kinda like the design of Titanium for some reason. Also, let's get Axe of Purity and probably Bonehammer. In fact, I don't think we need this in the main slot, so let's see. Like in the hotbar. Yeah, we don't need it in the hotbar. Alright, let's get that Charred Idol. Charred, or whatever it's called. Also, Bones. I love me a dash and power. In fact, I don't know why we're focusing on dash when we already technically have a dash. Even though it's not a bash, it's still worth using more than an actual dash. Anyways, I need as much Scorch Bones as I can get. Come on. Cool. Alright, that should allow us to get Slag Splitter. In fact, we're gonna probably get rid of Deep Diver just because, you know what? No. It does work as a dash if we bind it together. So let's just do that. It might be a little wonky though, but whatever. Alright then, let's get Unholy Cores. Zoom in first. Unholy Cores. Probably a rogue weapon at this point. I don't think there's actually one. There's an accessory, I know that much. Just get the accessory. Room medallion. And then, oh, electrician's glove is also good. I think we replaced rotten dog tooth with that. I don't know though, dog tooth is very good, but whatever. That should work. And then let's go ahead and, well, is there a better rogue weapon? This could be good, but yeah. Depends on how we use it. This is just good for all situations. This is legendary, cool. These are all violent. Yep. Let's get better wings. That's important. So we're gonna shimmer this and flight. If we can find it. There it is. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. See if there's anything valuable. Alright, pixie wings. Also, this is insane. But we want pixie wings, probably. Might as well get Molten Quiver, just in case we ever switch. Let's make Violent Pixie Wings and Silent. You know what I might get rid of? Just for Slab Slayer Penundrum. Yeah, I think I will. We're gonna get rid of Magma Stone. It's pretty insane. It utilizes with dash, might as well. I like this a lot more. In fact, you know what? Nah, we're not gonna pair this with the thing. With the Ori dash. It's harder to do that. Alright then. I think we can get started on bosses. So let's just do Crown. Bop, bop, bop. There we go. I can't really think of anything else to get. Let's put that in like that. And let's do it. As soon as we get a bed. Well, in fact, just place Wayfinder. But yeah, let's do it. Oh, these weapons, this Holmes. Jesus Christ. We need Velocity now. I'm dumb. Well, I'm... Oh my god, no. Oh, no way. I mistimed the dash, the stomp, because stomp gives you invincibility, but whatever. Also, I realize this is a direct reference to Hollow Knight. I'm doing terrible. Okay. I am burrowing, dude. Dude, I threw so bad. Okay. In fact, sorry, buddy. I cannot focus when you're talking. Okay. Wait, I got hit. Okay, there we go. In fact, there was no reason to show that saying load up. Whatever. Guess where we're going with it. And that was Queen Slime. Who do we even have next, I wonder? We'll save the clip first. Queen Slime. There we go. And then what else? Okay. Nothing really of value from here. So, Cryogen. Or Cryogen. Doesn't matter. I think we'll just do Cryogen and then we're gonna call it stream. Because I am getting a little bit tired. Cryo key. And I need a break. So, let's hit schematic. Okay. We need to head to the ice biome in the jungle. That should be the one we need for now. But we still need to head to the ice biome. There we go. Done. And head back. We just want to decrypt a schematic while we wait. While we fight this. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab water fountains. Ice. There it is. Alright, let's do this. Why are you invincible? Oh, I exited the fucking... Okay, that's fine. dash or whatever. We gotta get to the middle. I'm. Sorry, NPCs. I know. Just want to focus on that. I'm not going to see there in his face. Okay. We'll get cryonic and then we'll call it a day, a night, a stream. But yeah, we'll just get cryonic first and then we'll call it there. Also before you disappear. There we go. Courage. No melee. No rogue that's really worth looking at, so. Now there is. Okay, let's just get cryonic. Might as well. What? Oh my god, Vermin Army. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we can easily just cancel it, of course, but it's still annoying. Can we, okay, we got enough. Cool. Alright, Vermin Army, I need you to go away, buddy. If I can find Abomination. Is he dead? He's dead. There's no way he's not. Oh my god, I can't even get it. Okay, thank god we can just spawn. He probably was there, by the way. I'm just blind. Okay, we're gonna get cryonic bars, and then we're gonna call it stream. In fact, I'm just gonna call it stream now. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. If I don't stream again, then good night. Have a good day. Peace. Bye. See you guys.